Everybody, it's Coach Lee, Coach Kinsey, Coach Kayla here at the Fast Lab. And this part of our Fast 5 video series is on run mechanics. So this is part 1. And today we're going to focus on driving the body forward because that's where speed comes from. Now, when we think about it, what's kind of weird is no one ever taught us how to run. So some of the things that we did when we started out when we were 3, 4, 5 years old may still be some of the things we do later as an athlete. So the whole purpose of today is cleaning that up. So there'll be 5 parts of this Fast 5, obviously. The first part is arm mechanics. Second is wall sprints. Third is a leg drive drill to help strengthen what we learned in the wall sprints. 4 is falling lunges, and 5 is putting it all together, because that's what we love to do at the Fast Lab, put it all together. Here we go. Okay, everybody, the first part of our run mechanics, in my opinion, is the most important part, and that's one that you don't hear a lot of people talk about, and that's the arm mechanics. Always remember, arms drive the legs. So if your arms have bad mechanics, your run form is going to have bad mechanics. So simple drill that we can do that requires absolutely no equipment whatsoever is to work on our arm mechanics. Now, a couple important things, and I've got Coach Kayla facing us, Coach Kinsey to the side, so you can see how the mechanics work. I want everything to come from the shoulder. So good posture, which is also how we should run. And what we're going to do is focus on all the movement coming from the shoulder, not the elbow. We're not chopping wood, we're running. Okay. Now, if you notice, their elbow position doesn't change, and their arm is tracking in what we call lips to hips. Okay. Shoulders are nice and relaxed, posture is good. Now, that's pretty simple. You want to maintain that form, and what we have people do here when we're doing drills is we gradually get faster. Now, as we get faster, we don't want to lose our good form. We don't want to lose our mechanics. And you can see that they are actually starting to bounce. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Great job, girls. So this is a simple thing that you can do at home. No equipment necessary. Apparently, Coach Kinsey, it was too hard for her. So practice that at home. The other thing that you can use is a simple couch cushion or throw pillow, because that makes you a little more unstable, which requires a little bit more core activation while you do this drill. Everybody, the second part of our Fast 5s has to do with what we call the leg drive. Okay, this is not just trying to bring your knee up to the chest, because that's not how we run. We want to drive that leg forward. So a drill that, again, takes absolutely no equipment. All you need at home is just a wall. We call this the wall sprint. Okay, Coach Kinsey is going to show us the perfect form. So we want to keep that nice straight body position. Okay, she's keeping her shoulders relaxed, everything down. And what she's going to do is drive a leg up. Okay, perfect position. Notice how she didn't lose her form. She drove that knee forward and then down, and then we'll switch. Perfect position and down. Now you can do a few of those just to activate the muscle, but remember, we don't go that slow when we're doing sports. So one of the things we're going to do is she's going to snap that leg up and then down. Good. Now there's lots of different things. You can do this for 20 seconds, or if you have a brother, sister, mom that can help you out, one of the things we like to do is start with one leg up, and then when we call out a number, 3, boom, boom, boom. 1, 5, 1, 3. That's perfect form. Notice how she drove the leg up, snapped it down, but didn't lose her form. Simple thing that you can do at home, no equipment necessary. Okay, everybody, now the third part of our Fast 5s is to try to strengthen what Coach Kinsey just showed us with the wall sprint. So we really want to emphasize that leg drive up, but the big problem is we don't have any strengthening equipment at home. Yes, we do. Coach Kayla needs a chair. Wow, she's amazing, isn't she? Okay, this one's simple. All she's going to do is put her left leg up on that chair. She's going to watch her strict form, just like if she was running, and the motion is just lifting that leg up. Okay. Now, the reason we do this small little range of motion is because that helps to isolate the psoas muscle, which is our big hip flexor, instead of substituting the smaller muscles that some of us rely on too heavily anyway. Now, because she's an athlete, we would never just move one body part at a time. So now she's going to bring those arm mechanics that we learned earlier in, and she's going to do the arms and legs together. Notice that motion coming from the shoulder, that perfect posture, the lips to hips. Okay, Now, if she really wants to work on strengthening that hip drive, what she's going to do is really snap that leg up and ease it down. Good. Don't let that body dip. Stay nice and straight. Perfect form right there. Crank these out. You can do sets of 10, 15, 20. You'll start to feel it. Okay, part 4 of our Fast 5 is a really simple exercise and drill that you can do at home that requires absolutely no equipment and very little space. But it'll get all the same muscles ready to go, just as if you were running. And we call this the falling lunge. So what Coach Kinsey's gonna do, she's gonna get in her good posture, everything ready to go, and she's gonna fall forward and catch herself at the last second. But she incorporated the arm mechanics that we learned from sitting on the floor, the knee drive that we learned up against the wall, and she's putting it all together right now. And one of the things that we like to do with this drill, it's called a plyometric drill. So your muscles are having to react, okay, but it's also catching you and strengthening. Okay, the important part, keep that good posture, good form, and do all the stuff you've learned so far. Okay, everybody, now for the last part of our Fast 5s is putting it all together, which we love to do. So since we're inside the Fast Lab, you can see that we have the ladders, but you don't need a ladder at home. You can either use tape and just mark it out about a foot in between. And if you can't find any tape, you know what works great outside, especially if the weather's nice? Good old sidewalk chalk. So you can just chalk, and there you have a ladder. So what we're gonna do is put it all together. Coach Kayla's gonna go through with her leg drive, her arm mechanics, her good body posture. Excellent. Now that she's all warmed up, because she's done all of her dynamic warm-up drills, now she's gonna show us how to put it all together. Here we go. Good job. A few times of that back and forth, and you have totally worked on a good chunk of what it takes to have great run mechanics.